Hello friends, welcome to Shiva Academy. This video series is mainly to address the questions in the comments that I am receiving through mail or in the comment section. As a continuation of that, in this video we are going to see two very important interview questions. Typically these are asked for the beginners or freshers from interview point of view. Let's start with the very first question, like how to find the sum of positive and the negative numbers. Sometimes the interviewer might ask to display the positive and negative in two different rows, or sometimes the interviewer might ask to display the information in two different columns. Let's see how to implement this functionality. So let me first create the table. I'm creating a table called T with one column called C of number data type, and I'm populating few positive and few negative numbers into this table. Let me select the information from the table. Let's start with the very first implementation. Very simple and easy to implement is using the case statement. Let's see how to implement this. So let me say select C. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to print only the positive number in one column and only the negative number in another column. Let me say case when C greater than 0, then display the C end. So this will display only the positive numbers. Very similar to this, let us display only the negative numbers. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we have displayed the positive in one column and the negative numbers in another column, so I'm just removing the column C. So now very simple, we just need to use the sum aggregate function here as well as sum function for the negative numbers also. So this will return the sum of positive numbers and sum of negative numbers in two different columns. Let me give alias like P for positive and N for negative. Fine. This is our first method of implementation. Let's see one more method of implementation. Let me say select C from T. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use decode and sign function. First let me use the sign function. Sign of the column. So the sign will return 1 if the number is positive. The sign function will return -1 if the input number is a negative number. And the sign function will return 0 if the input is 0, and the sign function will return null if the input value is null. So now using this sign function output, we are going to segregate the positive number and negative number in two different columns. So I'm going to use the decode function here. So if it is positive, then display the number. Very similar to this, let's display the negative number also. So very similar to our previous example, here also I'm segregating the positive numbers in one column and the negative numbers in another column. But instead of using the case statement, here I am using the sign and the decode functionality. Fine. So now anyway, I'm not interested in printing the column C. Now very similar to our previous example, let us use the sum function here. So similarly, sum of all the negative numbers. So this will return all the positive numbers and the negative numbers in two different columns. Fine. So this is our second method of implementation. Let's see one more method of implementation. First I'm going to do, I'm going to fetch all the positive numbers. Let's say C greater than 0. So this will fetch all the positive numbers from this table. Very similar to this, let me write one more query to get all the negative numbers of the table. C less than 0. So all the negative numbers of the table. So in the first query, I'm using the sum of C just to get the sum of all the positive numbers. Similarly, in the second query, I am using sum of C to get the sum of all the negative numbers. Now that we have like two different queries, one which will fetch the sum of all the positive numbers and the second query will fetch the sum of all the negative numbers. Now we can make these two queries as an inline query. Let's say select. So this becomes my first query. Let me put like this. Similarly, this becomes my second inline query from dual. So basically what I have did is I written two query, one to fetch the sum of positive number and the second query to fetch the sum of negative number, and then I have used both these queries as an inline query in a single query. So let me just give alias as P for positive and N for negative. So this is the third implementation. Now that if you have seen, we have seen three different implementation, one using the case statement, another using sign and decode function, and another using the inline view method. In all these three implementations, we displayed the sum of positive and the sum of negative in two different columns. Suppose if the interviewer asks to display these information in two different rows, how to implement this. Let's see one more method to implement the same functionality, but this time we are going to represent the data in two different rows. One row to display the sum of positive number and another row to display the sum of negative number. So select C from T. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the sine function, sine of C. So if it is positive, let me use the decode function. If it is 1, display positive. If it is -1, display negative. Of course, you can handle the 0 and null cases also here, but anyway, I'm not interested. So I just took only the positive and negative. Now we just need to use sum of C. Since it is an aggregate function, we'll say group by the remaining decode functionality. Just copy paste the same thing here. So now if you see, we just got the sum of positive and sum of negative in two different rows. Okay, so let's give alias like sine. Okay, this is our sum. So we got the sum of positive number and the sum of negative number in two different rows. Let's see one more method of implementation to implement the same thing. Okay, so very similar to this, I'm just using this one query to print the sum of positive numbers. So let me just give, this is called positive. So let's give alias like si sine. Okay, so very similar to this, I'm writing one more query to get the negative. So let me put where C less than 0. So this is my second query. Now we can just put a union all set operator, we can use it. So this will return the sum of positive and the sum of negative in two different rows. Okay, so here are the different methods we have actually seen. In the first method, we have implemented this functionality using a very simple case statement. In the second method, we have implemented the same functionality using the sine and the decode functionality. In the third method, we have implemented the same functionality using the inline view method. One inline view to get the sum of positive number and the second inline view to get the sum of negative number, and we have merged everything in a single select statement. The next two statements are basically to display the sum of positive and the negative number in two different rows. So here we are using the decode and sine functionality to get the positive or negative and the sum to aggregate, and then we are grouping based on the decode and sine functionality. The next one, we are actually writing two query, one to get the positive number and another to get the negative number, and we have used the union or set operator. In fact, you can implement in much more different methods also, but I would suggest this is more than enough from an interview point of view. For beginners, this is very, very important. Fine. Now let's move ahead with the second query. Sometimes the interviewer might ask, how will you display the alternate records, or how will you fetch only the even records, or how will you fetch only the odd records? That's what we are going to see. Let's see how to implement this functionality. So let me drop the table, and I'm creating the table, and I'm populating 6 records like A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 and A6. Let's see our first method of implementation. So first let me select from T, order by the column. Simple. We just got the data and we have ordered by whatever the column we want to display. Then I'm just going to make this as an inline view. Select star from. So let me make this as an inner query. Right. So now what we are going to do, I'm just going to select C and row name. Okay. So now based on the row name, we can actually segregate whether it is a odd record or an even record. Basically, I'm going to use the modulo function row name comma 2. So basically we are getting the reminder. So wherever there is a 1, it is a odd record. Wherever there is a 0, it is an even record. So we can use a decode function to just display it like this. If it is 1, display odd. Otherwise you display even like this. Okay, so now you will get to know like which one is odd record and which one is even record. Now what we are going to do is, I want only the odd or I want only the even. So instead of this, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use the same thing, but if it is odd, that is if it is 1, just display the C, so that this becomes my odd, right? Similarly, if it is 0, display the C, then this becomes my even values, right? So now anyway I'm not interested in displaying all the other information, we can remove it. Now what we can do, we can just use, so now let's put like max of this one, similarly max of this second set, and let's say group by round of row name divided by 2, so that we will get all the, basically what we are doing is that we are aggregating the first row and the second row, then third row and fourth row, then fifth row and sixth row. So this is our first method of implementation. In fact, the same query can be implemented in one more way. Let's see how to implement that. Let me first select star from T. So now what I'm going to do, in fact this is also going to be the very similar implementation like our previous query, but in this case I'm going to use the analytical function. So let me use lead function of C comma 1 over order by C. So this will actually get the next row value in the current row itself. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use the mod function row underscore number. First let me select only the row number over, let's say, order by C. So this will give the row number. So here I'm using the mod function just to segregate it into even or odd. So let's give alias like V here. Okay, so now we just need only this record, this one, and wherever there is a 1. So we can use the outer query select star from this set where V equal to 1. So you can remove all the unnecessary columns, but we just got the both like odd and the even number records in the same column. So based on the interviewer's ask, we may display only this column to display the odd values or even values, or to display the next column just to display the even values. So here are the two different implementation. The first implementation is very simple. We are just using only the aggregate function and the group by class, and the same functionality we implemented using the analytical function. This key learning here is the lead function. If you want any questions to be answered, you can post it in the comment section or you can drop to this mail ID. But before that, you can check whether a similar question has already been answered as part of the subscriber question series or as part of the interviewer question series. If you're not able to find your question here, please write back to me. I'll be happy to record and post as a new video. If you've learned something new, please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for new feature video, interview question, SQL practical question and concept videos. And thanks a lot for watching this video.